Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to set up the GraphQL API using AppSync. To start, I'm going to create a new resource to add the AppSync GraphQL API. I'm going to call this GraphQL API, and the type is going to be AWS AppSync GraphQL API. In the properties, I need to set the name for the API, which will be SnappyFeatures. I also need to set the authentication type, which is going to be Amazon Cognito User Pools. And I need to set the configuration for the user pool using the user pool config. The user pool ID I can get using the ref for the user pool that I created previously. The AWS region I can get using the sub function. SAM will replace this for me. So I will put in AWS region, and the default action I can set to allow. I also want to add a schema for my GraphQL API. So I will add a GraphQL API schema. The type is going to be AWS AppSync GraphQL schema. The properties I only need to set two. I need to set the API ID, which I can get using the getAt function, and passing in the resource that I created for the GraphQL API, and the attribute it needs to get is the API ID. I need to tell it where to find the GraphQL schema. I'm going to do this using the definition S3 location, and I'll just give it a local file instead of one in S3. This is okay because one of the things the SAM package does is upload this file to S3 on my behalf and then change the location in the process.yaml so that it contains the S3 location instead of the local location. Having done that, I can now create a schema here. So we'll create our schema.graphql. And in the schema, I'm just going to have a really simple one. So I'll have a type query with a name that returns a string, and I'll have a schema that contains a query of type query. So if I save all of that, I can go to the command line and I can use npm run script sam package to package everything up. And npm run script sam deploy to update my CloudFormation stack. Now my stack has been deployed, I can go to the AppSync console, and when I refresh it, I can see my new API. In the next video, I'll set up the schema for SnappyFeatures. If you liked this video, then hit the subscribe button to get more, and go to www.goingserverless.com and sign up to the mailing list.